What is going on, everybody? You already know it's prime time. Why? Because it's a damn Dallas Cowboy win, and you already know. My name is Paul Spencer. That is the showstopper, Cowboy Dave. Dave, what is going on?
Our defense is what's going on. That's the deal. Our defense was fierce today, baby. Fierce. I'll tell you. Unbelievable.
Dave, 38-3. I said 38-3. Once again, 38-3.
3. I heard you. I heard you the first 3 times you said it.
Well, I had to say it 3 times, Dave, because they only put up 3 damn points.
I know. I'd say it was well, I was kind of right today, but I was kind of off at the same time. I said 28-24. I was way off on the score.
Yeah.
But I was a little off on that. But I was right with Dak would say. I said he would throw for 261, and that's exactly what he did.
Well, there you go. Hey, listen, we got a lot to talk about here. We got the next half hour basically to talk about this post-game show here. Dave, we're 3-1. Listen, last week I don't care about, as I said in the pregame show, I don't care about last week. It is what it is. It's an L in the losing column. We're 2-1. Now we're 3-1, Dave. We rode the ship. Dave, what did you see? Let's start with this defense first, Dave. Dave, a scoop and score by Mr. LVE, okay? And Dave, I just want to ask you something real quick. We've been doing this show for about a year and a half now, you and I together, on the Out of the Box Sports Network here.
Yeah.
Dave, I don't know what guy this is on this show here, but he always mentions this guy named Jerron Bland.
Unbelievable. This kid is he's good. He's a really good player, and he just keeps impressing us week to week. Last week he didn't have such a great game, but today he did, and just pick six, interceptions. It's just the kid was all over the field today. Loved it.
Linda says hush, but tonight we can't hush, Dave. We cannot hush.
Linda, I'm not hushing on this. 38-3. I can't say much.
But Dave, it goes back to that last year. Remember how we drafted this guy, and people asked me, like, who is this guy? I said, listen, this guy could be legit. If Gilmore wasn't here and Diggs was here, this guy would be starting right now, Dave.
I totally agree.
Do you believe in me now? Do you believe
I'm starting. I really believe it. Yeah, this kid is the real deal. He's fun to watch. He's exciting, and I wish, I just wish Diggs was back. I miss Diggs, I really do. But
you know what, Dave? This is actually a blessing in disguise. Linda says, you miss me, don't lie, Dave. That's what she's saying to you there.
Linda, I always miss you. You know that.
But Dave, you know what? I understand. Diggs being out is a huge, validation for us in the defense. Yeah. So we miss him so much. But Dave, you got to remember, next minute, we would never know what Jerron Bland can do on the outside. We know that.
We've seen flashes of Jerron Bland last season too. And you did say his name last season. You said you love this kid. He's got a lot of potential, and you know what? He's showing it. And today he really did. I mean, today was his day.
Not bad for a 6th-round draft pick. You know what I mean?
Not bad at all. No,
I remember watching this kid in college, and he wasn't really the ball hawk. He really was. He was fundamentally sound. But in the NFL, going from college to the NFL, that takes time. You learn tendencies. You learn. You're sitting behind Trayvon Diggs. Number one, you're learning. Good and bad, he doesn't bite on balls, Dave. And the one bite that he had, it was perfect timing, Dave. You know what I mean?
He timed it perfectly. He read Mac Jones like a book.
It was a bad ball. You never cross your body as a quarterback. Number one, that's a given rule. That's fundamental football. Right. But hey,
exactly.
You know what you do? You pay the price, and Bland was there for the TD. A walk-in TD. Man, I love this kid, Dave. I can't say any more about this kid except praise for this kid.
But I'd say he's really good, and I'm happy for LVE today. LVE actually he picked it up, took it to the end zone. Good for him. And I hope this defense can continue what they've been doing the past 3 out of 4 weeks, because they're really showing they're really, really good.
Yeah, I agree, Dave, 100%. I mean, LV, we have him down there. He is the wolf out there. He's actually howling at the bottom of the screen down there. Yeah. He's giving me one. Dave, man, he showed a little bit of a little gump tonight, picking up that scoop and score and taking it to the house. I'm glad for the kid.
Yeah, I am too. I really am. And my nephew John, he's a really big LV fan. He was very excited tonight. That made his day. So.
A lot of people don't know about LV. He played at Boise State, and before he played at Boise State, he was a great linebacker there. Of course, a lot of people like, wow, this kid from Boise State, why are we getting him? Now we know he's a great run stopper. He's good on the field too. Just got to stay healthy. But there's a little hidden thing about him. When he played high school football, Dave, he only played 7-on-7 football because they didn't have enough people growing up when he was.
I believe it.
It was crazy. I
I
mean,
believe it.
but
Yeah.
we got some players of the game here. Micah Parsons didn't have the biggest impact.
But
But
before we go players of the game, I just want to say it was a great bounce back week from last week. I mean, you could just see the difference. They were more energetic. They came to play today. The Zeke thing didn't even phase them. So it was just like let's go play. Let's kick some New England butt. That's what they did. They got the job done. It was a long game though. It just felt like it didn't want to end. But I'm just like I said, bounce back week, and energy was very high. And Dan Quinn, that's what he does. That's why he's a great coordinator.
Well, you know what? Let's talk about that. Let's piggyback on what you said there, Dave. I like how you said that. Last week was just a blimp in the schedule here. We've seen what happened. It's not a big deal. Losing Diggs. How do we come out? How do we see that 3 linemen missing? That's not an excuse. But here's the thing, Dave. On defense, give Dan Quinn a week to see what these players are, where to put them in the right situation, the right scheme. This is what we see. Next man up. Yes, Trayvon, I miss you, brother. Get well for next year because we could be nastier next year. But You've seen what Diggs can do. On the field before him. Now we see what Deron Bland can do. This defense still flies no matter who. There is no one person on this team. We all look at Micah Parsons, Dave, and say, this is the guy. This is his team. But, Dave, he really wasn't a factor today, but he was there because he was creating mismatches for other people. You always got to know where he's at, but this defense flies, Dave.
I saw flashes today of Jaron Crush was over the ball, Marquise Bell was over the ball. Of course, LVE was doing his thing. Even Gilmore had a good. Was actually his coverage was good today too. So
Gilmore did get beat on one drag rail. In the middle there, he got beat. That was a bad ball from Matt.
That's going to happen from time to time. You're not going to make every play, but I mean, but for the most part, this defense was really, like I said, they were fierce today. They came out to play and they looked really, really good.
Mm-hmm. But on the other side, Dave, I always look at everything, black and white here. The one thing that scares me is, in the group chat, Matt and you are all talking. Everybody else is like crickets when the Dallas Cowboys plays because they don't want to watch America's team.
Right. Nobody watches them. Nobody watches us except us three. I don't understand.
But hey, behind closed doors, everybody's watching, Dave. You already know that.
They're waiting for their teams to play. I guess I don't know.
But here's the thing. Well, they already played, so they're.
Well, I mean, the Giants didn't play yet. Did they play?
They really don't even have fans. I mean, they have a couple fans. They play tomorrow night.
Right. The next game is Jets Chiefs. So that's going to be. Oh God, can't wait to see that one.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Dave. I'm always like the catch-22 guy. The hidden sword guy. Like, okay, this is good, but that's bad. This is bad. This is good. Mm-hmm. But the one thing that scares me is I said in the group chat, and Matt was in there as well. He was saying when I said the thing that scares me against Dallas's defense is motion. We look confused a lot of times when they use a lot of motion offense. Especially a guy coming from right to left. That seems to scare the Dallas. More linebackers and safeties as well because they don't, pass off the guy. That's something that they really need to right the ship because in 2 weeks we have that team called the 49ers and they are.
I know it's going to be rough. They're coming and they're 4-0 now. They're just.
They're 4-0. They just won today.
Well,
McCaffrey 4 TDs today.
Oh, he's a beast too. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be. All hands on deck next week. We have to come out storming. It's going to be rough. Mm-hmm. We're going to their place. It's not going to be easy.
Well, it's not next week. We don't play them next week. We don't play them next week.
I think it is next week.
Is it a week? I thought it wasn't. I thought it was.
I thought that's what I read. Okay. But I mean, even whatever next week, whatever the filing is. But my point is, going in there, it's not going to be easy. But I think, just hold our own. Just stay within the game. But today's game. Done, over with, move on to the 49ers. So
today was a good game. I really want to look at the game today. I'm not going to talk about next week's game until Wednesday night.
Let's just enjoy the win today, and then tomorrow we'll.
Hey Dave, let's talk about some stats here. Let's go offensive first. Some stats here. Dak Prescott,
I'm all over
28 for 34, 261, 1 TD. Hey, Cooper Rush had a sighting today. 2 out of 2 for 20 yards there. Hey.
I love Cooper Rush, and I think he should have went in a lot earlier than he was in today because they kept Dak in way too long. There was no reason for Dak to be out there.
I agree. I mean, I think Cooper Rush should get in there. I was actually calling for a Trey Lance sighting.
What? It's funny. So was John. John said, my nephew said, put in Trey Lance. I said, no, but Cooper Rush is number 2. He goes, I don't think so. I'm like, yeah, he is, but Trey Lance is the 3rd. But
Lance is 3. But you know what? I would have liked Dak to come out early fourth quarter. get Cooper Rush 1 or 2 drives, and they, you know what, light the crowd up for the future here for Trey Lance
Right.
to come in. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, CeeDee Lamb was out. He was out early. CeeDee Lamb was done.
He was out actually
You
after
know,
that one catch that he had. He came out of the game here.
that's what I need. Just keep them healthy, man. That's what we need.
But, Pollard, once again, I mean, not a big game here, 11 for 47. The longest was 16. I give credit to the Patriots front seven. They actually kept the running game, in a normal fashion, not big numbers here. But, Dave, let's talk about one play. Let's talk about one play real quick.
But before you go there, before that one play you were saying, I don't know if this is the play you're talking about now, but it's so funny. Pollard had 11 carries for 47 yards. Turpin had 1 carry for 46.
You read my mind, Dave. That one sweep. Dave, how many times did we always say that sweep's coming, that sweep's coming? And tonight, Dave, there was glimpses where Kayvon Turpin came on a sweep and didn't get the ball. They showed it.
Yeah.
And then they finally did it in the end.
Well, Dak sold that one. He sold that really well. That was
Well, the thing is, when you sell it, I mean, you're showing it before, so the defense is like, okay, they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. Okay, they didn't do it once. They didn't do it twice. Well, shame on me. They did it a third time. 46 yards. But, Dave, how did he get caught? This is one of the fastest guys in the NFL. Then he fumbles the ball. Thank God for Sean McEwen.
Well, thank God. Yeah, thank God he was there for it.
And the funny thing is, Sean McEwen was just signed to the team off the practice squad this week.
Practice squad, yeah. I heard that too. Yeah, I did hear that. Yeah. But he got caught because the other guy, the defense, he was fast. I mean, he picked him up. He was out of bounds too. He came back and got him. So,
here's my thing, Dave. I'm going to ask you a serious question here. Okay, tell me the truth. Okay, tell me the truth on this one. When that play happened, okay, did you jump out of your seat and say 2 words? It's Turpin. Well, 3 words.
I did. It's Turpin time.
Okay, I thought I was the only one, Dave. I screamed, yelled, I jumped out. It is Turpin time. And then, Dave, the next words out of my mouth, like, oh shit, he fumbled. Then I said, thank you, McEwen. Thank you.
Right, McEwen was sitting right there. But I was saying when he came around the edge, I was like, oh, there he goes. I was like, it's Turpin time. Let's go, And then I thought he was taking it to the house. I just did. I thought he was gone. But but it's fine. I mean, it's good to see that they're doing those kinds of stuff, because to work on that kind of stuff, you're going to need that for the 49ers. So that's what you need to do.
Yeah, you have to. You have to have a lot of speed. They are fast. The linebackers are very fast. The front seven. With Bosa, you got Fred Warner. Oh my God, then Greenlaw. They're fast. They're
they're no doubt.
So you have to get them in mismatches. You have to get them outside. So which is a great thing that we can see that Turpin can get outside off the jet sweep here. But Dave, Rico left the game tonight with a.
I heard it was a hip. It was a hip injury. Yeah, I heard that. I don't know how serious it was, but
no, I was looking at it on Twitter, and they said he's totally fine. There was no big deal. He just came out.
It didn't seem too serious from what I was watching.
No.
But Dave, he did have 3 carries for 9 yards. So,
Hey, it happens at 3. Hey, it is what it is. But my thing, I was kind of mad in the fourth quarter, Dave. I'm a big Deuce Vaughn guy. I love Deuce Vaughn.
Yeah, I do too.
I thought he was going to die in the fourth quarter because 8 carries, 9 yards. There was nothing for him at all. Nothing.
Well, they took out Zach Martin early in the game, so that's another offensive lineman for him. But poor Deuce. He was getting beat up a little bit back there.
Hey, but you know what? Hunter Lemke got in the end zone tonight. Dude.
Hey, Hunter! It must be a Hunter weekend, because Hunter did yesterday. My son had 4 goals in soccer yesterday, so it must be a Hunter weekend. That's all I'm going to say about that.
There you go. But Dave, let's talk about wide receivers here. As you see, our little banner at the very bottom. I got the players here that do something every week. I'm going to start putting the players up there at the post game. Yeah. I got to give a shout out to that number 87, Jake Ferguson.
I'll tell you, that kid had 7 catches for 77 yards. He had a good day.
Dave, not only that, 7 looks, 7 catches, 77.
Yeah.
No drop balls for this guy tonight.
That's what I'm saying. He averaged 11 yards, so that's pretty good.
Yeah. Not bad at all. Michael Gallup got targeted 6 times, 5 catches, 60 yards. He's finally there. He's showing a little speed.
I wish Dak would go to him more, because Dak's got to have faith in his receivers. I mean, that's the whole thing. I mean, he loves Lamb. We get it. But you have Gallup. You have Cooks. You have even Tolbert. I mean, Tolbert's a good receiver. I mean, trust your receivers. That's what they're there for.
Yep. Eileen checking in and say that Sunday Night Football says Parsons is fine. Yeah, I agree. It was just like a little bang up knee there. He's not coming out of the game. The kid's going to play the animal.
I figured he was. I mean, he was just like he was playing with it. You could just tell like he wasn't.
Of course. But yeah, Dave, you said Jalen Tolbert. This kid coming out of high flying.
I love this kid. He's good. I use him. I mean, that's what he's there for.
Not bad. CeeDee Lamb wasn't the big target this year. Dave,
No.
this is my thing every time I talk about, Dak throwing the ball. And I even put on Facebook, I'm going to tell you why Dak is good, but he's not elite. I'm going to go bad side for a little bit, later on a little bit. But
Mhm.
tonight, Dave, it proved something to me that Dak is very good when he overlooks the number one wide receiver. Dave, we've seen that tonight. CeeDee Lamb, yes, he looked at him 6 times. But you look at your tight end 7 times. You look at Gallup 6 times. You look at Tolbert 4 times. You look at
Mhm.
Cooks 4 times. Dave, there's
Mhm.
one ball. Dak spread the ball tonight. Dak spread the ball tonight.
Oh, he definitely spread the ball tonight, no doubt about it. But I just wish he would look for Cooks a little bit more than he does.
Well,
Because,
you got to take what they give you. I mean, Cooks is a slot guy, and when you have two
but
guys on the outside, and you got to remember, the Patriots front seven is pretty damn good, Dave.
oh, I'm not saying it's not, but I'm saying Brandon Cooks to me, he could be. I mean, if you remember him in Houston, he was always wide open. He was getting,
Yeah,
he
well,
was getting touchdowns.
you got to remember too. I tell you, this is what I see with the Dallas offense. If you have Cooks on the outside, now CD plays on the inside a lot. He plays that
Right.
slot. When you
Mhm.
see Cooks on the outside, I think that the ball is going to be a 50-50, to Cooks because Cooks can take the defense, deep. That's what he does. He's
Right.
not the biggest route runner because he's very light on his feet, Dave. You remember 2 weeks ago
Well,
when Dak threw that ball in the middle and he got crushed?
yeah, I
Okay.
do. I do.
That's something that I don't think they want to see with Cooks, especially coming off that injury last week, Dave. When he was
I
out.
agree.
I don't think
Totally.
they're going. I don't think they're going to throw him the ball until they work him back into the situation.
I at the end, Dak did go to him a few times. He saw him a couple of corner routes, which was fine, and I'm okay with that.
Now
But
I think he will.
I want to see Cooks on the run, though. I want to see him like a slant and just go. Yeah, and
That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Our
know.
speed guys. I want to see the Turpin. I want to see the Deuce Vaughn. I want to see the Cooks in that situation
Mhm.
where
Yep.
next, when we play the Niners, you're going to need that, Dave. You're going to need that quick slant guy to go across
Right.
the middle. That's what you need.
Yep.
A
Mhm.
blitz buster, a defense buster. That's what we're going to need.
I
But
totally agree.
Dave, this defense, man. I want to talk one more time about this defense really quick. Hey, what was the last time that we said Van Der Esch was going to be our leading tackler?
I didn't. It's been a while.
4 solos, 7 total tackles, 3 assists.
Well, I think with what they have, he doesn't have to do much. Like he's not like there's really no pressure on Van Der Esch. Like before, like last year, there was more pressure on him. This year, there's not because this defense is just too good.
And one of the good things, of course, you're playing with a great front line. The front line is just nasty,
Right.
But I think this has a lot to do with the Dave. We have good safeties, good corners, of course. All you have to do is control the man in the middle, and that's where Van Der Esch is good. But I think a lot has to go to, of course, with Dan Quinn putting him in positions to play north and south only.
Right.
North
I'm a Dorrance Armstrong guy. I love Dorrance Armstrong.
Yeah. Well, I know the front four is nasty, but I think playing next to Damon Clark helps out a lot.
Damon Clarkson, he's a beast too.
Dave, he can pass rush, he can play linebacker, he can pass coverage, and that was something where Van Der Esch had to be utilized last year a little bit too. Going out to cover a tight end. Now Damon Clark, Damon Clark can actually do that too. He can stay on him, and that's good to me because losing Overshawn, I think they'll be stronger, but Damon Clark does not miss a beat as well at linebacker.
Can I say one thing? I know it's our show. I get it. I thought for sure that Brandon was going to kick that 65-yard field goal. I thought they were going to do it. They didn't end up doing it.
It's funny that you said that because you came up with the name Automatic Aubrey. So I'm thinking like, wow. You know what? Thank God maybe for that penalty that pushed him out of field goal range because I didn't want to come on here and say, Dave, he missed it. He's no longer automatic. So maybe it was a blessing that the penalty happened and pushed him back.
Right? Exactly. No, I wouldn't. I just wanted to see him try it because if he would have made that, I would have been like, that's awesome, But it just wasn't meant to happen. It's fine. No big deal.
If that was me, Dave, if I'm a coach, I would have put him in a position to kick that. Right before the half there, I would have done it because that.
Why not?
As me, hey, if he makes it, I'm going to go up there and smack him in the head and say, listen. Game time's on the line. I'm coming to you. That the offense is going to get you in position to get this field goal. You're going to make it. Listen, on the other side, if he misses it, I'm walking over to him and say, hey, just a little bit left. We know you have the distance. Next time.
I want to see if he had the distance to I just want to see how close he would have came.
Well, I mean that's more coaching. Just like I said, if he misses it, I walk over to him and say, hey, you have the distance or whatever. Flip it on him, and say, that's like just say okay. You're a little wide right, but we know you have the distance. Next time we get there, the offense is going to get you in that position. But on third down, let me know where you want the ball placed. We can move it to the hash mark on what side because you are automatic, brother. We know that. Next week,
no doubt.
got it. But I mean, I like how we played the game. It was a balanced game. You know, it was a 55-40 split today, Dave, which is really good for
I was happy to see Hunter get his first touchdown. I was happy for that. I really was.
I was kind of pissed off because I wanted Deuce Vaughn to get it.
I know you wanted Deuce to get it. I get it, but
You
I just said thank God we scored in the red zone. We got a touchdown in the red zone.
It's so funny. Like I put on Twitter today, I was like, every time we got in the red zone, I was like, red zone woes. Here we go. Red zone woes.
Yeah.
Dave, 3 out of 13 this season. But hey, listen, we got in the red zone tonight. You know, I'm thinking like, okay, we got in there, we scored 1. But I mean, I understand it was charity time with Hunter Lemke. I understand that, Dave. I understand that.
And the funny part is the touchdown that Dak threw to Lamb. It wasn't even in the red zone.
No, it was at the 22, Dave. It was at the
22-yard line. Yeah.
Because I was on Twitter and I'm like, okay, red zone. No, he's at the 22. That's not considered.
But Dak put that on the money. That was a nice pass. It was.
He did. I mean, Dave, it was an all-around game here.
Lamb's not going to drop that. You know as well as I do. Nope. See Lamb's catching that ball.
No, but listen, your guy went 3 for 3 today. You know, Long was 33. Hey, 3 for 3 is not bad. He's still automatic. It's still good in my book right now. You know, but how do you think Bill Belichick's feeling? Because I know I have him at the bottom of the screen here.
You know it's rough for Belichick. He's missing Brady big time. It's just you can see it. It's killing him not having Tom Brady there.
You know, I think it's Brady. Not only Brady, of course, but I think it's Josh McDaniels too.
I agree.
Because he is not a great head coach as we see in Sin City out there in Vegas. But when you give him a quarterback that's fundamentally sound, who can run anything, not the most mobile quarterback, but a very high IQ quarterback, he's a genius with the offense, and I think they missed Josh McDaniels as well as Tom Brady. I
think we were so concerned in this game with the Belichick's defensive genius being that, and our offense just put up 38 points or whatever. So I mean, it's just. He misses Brady. He's missing a couple of key guys. Zeke didn't have it tonight. What do you have? What was his numbers?
Zeke didn't have great numbers.
Six carries for 16 yards. And I personally said I thought he'd have 64 and a touchdown. I was totally off on that. So I admit when I'm wrong, but I thought for sure Mac Jones would have a better game because I mean he did throw 3 touchdowns against the Eagles defense in week 1. So that's what I was. I mean, if you think about it. I thought he'd have a better game than that.
But Dave, when you hold an offense to 253 yards total for the game,
it's insane.
This defense
is insane.
It's a pick.
Okay, and I was saying to Faith earlier. I said if you take away the Arizona game, okay, just the Arizona the 2 games with Giants and today, whatever, this defense is only giving up 13 points. If you don't count the Arizona game, it's sick. Think about it.
But my thing is, it's a great glimpse of the future because of what happened last week. Dan Quinn flipped it, and it goes to show that you give teams practice reps in the practice field. Against live ball. Against another solid offense, you can change this around. And I seen what we've seen tonight with this defense that flies around. Diggs is gone. Next man up, Jerron Bland comes in, and I tell you what, Dave, we're not missing a beat because we still fly to the ball.
That's great, and but. You don't tell me you don't miss 7 because I know I miss 7 too.
I mean, of course I miss them. I mean, this one would be a lot better. I mean, I look at it both ways, Dave. I look at it, the glass. How people call it the glass half full, the glass half empty. I look at both ways here. What I see to me is, yes, next man up. We would have not know. I know what Damon Clark is. I know what he is. I'm sorry, Deron Bland. I know what he is. I know that. But my thing is. It makes us a little bit. It doesn't make us stronger, but it does make us stronger in certain ways. The safeties are more acknowledgeable now because they play both sides on the field. They know they don't have to cover Diggs' side jumping that ball.
Right.
Jerron Bland will jump, but he doesn't take that live jump, Dave, that huge gamble where the safety, has to guess in his head, like, is he going to jump or not?
That's what Diggs does. You know that he's a gambling guy.
Right, so. And that's, you live by the sword or you die by the sword. Jerron Bland's at least going to say, like, okay, I can get that ball. If I'm not going to get it, I'm going to bat it down. I'm not going to take the chance. And leave the safeties guessing. You can't do that.
That pick 6 from Brand, though, he read Mac Jones like it was just like.
Yeah, I mean, it was a bad ball. It hung in the air a long time, Dave.
Oh, it did. It did. Absolutely did.
But hey, listen, you know what? I love Deron Bland. I've been saying this for over 2 years now.
Cowboy Nation, we're 3-1. Be excited because big things are coming. I'm excited.
Exactly. Well, Dave, listen, man. Who was your player of the game here? Who was your
Oh,
player?
Deron Bland by no stretch. I mean, not
Wait,
even
Dave,
close.
wait a minute. Dave, wait a minute. I didn't hear you. What was that name again?
I said Deron Bland, not even close.
Jerron Bland. I like the sound.
Yeah,
I like the sound of that name.
he was definitely player of the game.
I like the sound of that name. I don't know who keeps mentioning this guy's name, but damn, Dave, I gotta pat myself on the back for that one because I said this kid was gonna be nasty, and
Yeah, he was
Cowboy
definitely
Nation, you're finally seeing what this kid is.
doing what this kid's about. Sure. I mean,
Exactly.
well, I'll give the defense definitely game ball. They definitely deserve it today.
You know what, Dave? Before I take this to a side note, real quick, because I did say on Facebook and Twitter, tune in. We have 18 live viewers watching. I guess they want to know
Wow.
why I'm thinking that.
Are we have do we have any comments coming in?
No, listen, you guys comment out there. Listen, let me know how you feel about us Cowboy fans ranting and getting along here because hey, it's 3-1, 38-3 tonight. But Dave, here's my thing. Okay, I even lost my train of thought. What was I going to say, Dave?
I don't even know.
Hell, I don't even know anymore.
You were talking about Deron Bland. That's Chuck.
Oh, well, you know what? Before I get into this little rant here, Dave, I do. Do you think Dak Prescott is elite, Dave?
Strong word.
Very strong word.
At times, yes. At times, no.
Okay.
There are times where Dak could pick a defense apart when he's on, and when he has a great offensive line, yes, there's no doubt about it. Okay. But when he's running for his life and he's trying to make plays by himself, no. Dak's off and on. There's no in between with Dak. Either Dak's great or Dak doesn't have it. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's what I see.
No, I agree with you 100%. I mean, you hit some great points on there. The reason why I said that is because I did put on Twitter, about Dak not being elite. He's great. He's good. But he's not elite to me because tonight he was elite. Okay, there was a couple of bad balls where he threw that to that linebacker who dropped back in coverage. And I know great coaches are going to look at that film saying, okay, we're going to show you blitz, but we're going to drop our linebacker. You remember that play where he threw it and the linebacker batted the ball down with his hand. A live ball there. That's something that I see. Go ahead.
But what I was going to say, I lost my train of thought real quick. Anyway, yeah, Dak is, like I said, when Dak's on, he's great. There's no doubt about it. But there are times where just like, I think he just loses focus. And then that's where he starts to, I know what I was going to say. We're 4 games in the season, 1 pick. Not bad.
Yeah, I get that, but I'm going to be the other guy here, and I'm going to tell you why I don't think he's elite, Dave. I love him as a quarterback when he manages a game. We've seen that tonight. When he doesn't eye down his receiver, Dave, as we talked about tonight, you always look down CeeDee Lamb. Yes, CeeDee Lamb got some great looks tonight. 6 looks don't looks his way, but you looked at other players tonight. You had Ferguson with 7, Gallup with 6, Tolbert with 4, even Brandon Cooks with 4. You're not eyeing down your number 1 wide receiver. There was a couple plays where, remember I told you last week during the game, and you went back and watched it after the game, and I said, Michael Gallup was in the end zone on that pick.
Yeah.
Eating a hot dog,
wide open.
Looking for the concession guy to bring him down another hot dog. That's something he didn't look at. Tonight, I want you to go back and look at the game, Dave. I believe it was in the second quarter, Dave, where like I said, I get different views than you guys get on the TV when I watch.
Yeah, because you get different.
Yeah, I get everything. I watch different versions of it, but
you get the religious channel. We know, but go.
I get everything. Hell, you have to, Dave. You have to up here. But there was a play where he looked Lamb's way, and Lamb was actually going down the sideline on a corner route, which is straight up into the corner,
right?
Not to the end zone, but about a 20-yard dig route to the corner, wide open. Actually, Dak looked his way and checked off, and threw it to Jake Ferguson for that 21-yard gain.
Well, I keep saying Dak loves his tight ends. You know that. I've been saying that.
But that's what's showing me that Dak needs to do. He needs to read the progression. Yes, take what the defense gives you, but you got to remember your first look is okay. Your Lamb is your hot route. Number 1, he's your go route. Okay. Number 2 is probably going to be your Gallup or maybe your Cooks on the outside. Your third is going to be your tight ends because they are your best friend. Crossing.
Well, I mean, and like Tolbert too. I mean, Tolbert was
any wide receiver out there is going to be.
I mean, Dak can see the field. You got to remember, you got all these guys coming at you at one time, so you got to really But with great offensive line, and with the offensive line that we have, I mean, that he's doing okay. He's all right.
But here's the thing, Dave. Here is my one pet peeve of the night today that kind of pissed me off. Yes, Cowboy Nation. Listen, I'm not. Keep it real. Yes, it was a 38-3 game. But damn it, there was one play as an offensive coordinator and head coach that pissed me the hell off.
What was that?
Dave, it was at the 3-yard line, third and goal. Okay.
Right.
I put this in the group chat, Dave. I was pissed.
You put a lot of things in the group chat, so
I do. Dave, you had 3rd and 3. You had Michael Gallup 1-on-1 on the left side. Okay.
Mm.
No linebacker on the left side, Dave, because you had two tight ends on the right side. It was 1-on-1. Okay. No linebacker next to him within 10 yards, Dave. Right. Why can't Dak Prescott just do something like this? Pick his nose, whatever he wants to do, look in the crowd and just say hallelujah, whatever you want to do. Give Michael Gallup just that nod and say, we got this. This is a walking touchdown.
Yeah, I hear you. It's coming.
Why?
Why? It's coming. I don't know.
Dave, I look at quarterbacks like Peyton Manning. I look at quarterbacks like Tom Brady.
Is that McCarthy though? I mean, would that be a McCarthy?
No, it's not McCarthy. No, it's not McCarthy. He doesn't know what the defense is going to line up on third and goal. But when you have a mismatch with one wide receiver on the outside, Dave, I look at quarterbacks and just like I said, Brady, Manning. Dave, how many times do we see Manning do this shit at the line? Do this shit, whatever he wants to do. Dave, this right here, when I do this to you, that means, Dave, we're stopping in 5 minutes. This right here, Dave, means we're stopping in 6 minutes. His wide receivers know that. Why can't Dak, who's been there how many years now, just say, okay, look, when I do this, that means it's a slant? Because that was a bootleg outside where Gallup he went inside, but went back outside. You remember that?
I got you. I'll go and check that out.
But why can't Dak just do one little motion to him and say, you know what, we got him beat. Just go 1 yard up, inside. I'm just tossing you the ball right there. Walk in, touchdown.
Well, you know what they don't do anymore?
What?
That they used to the flip when Dak used to go back and just flip it, and then
he did tonight. He did it one time tonight.
Did he? I must have missed it.
He did it one time. It was to Pollard. No, I'm sorry. It was actually to Jake Ferguson.
And then Dak sometimes too. He'll go shotgun and then he'll flip it out to the right side. He'll pitch it out to the right side a lot of times.
Oh, you mean to the running back on a toss?
Right. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Or you mean like the shovel pass up front?
Shovel pass to the right side a lot of times.
It's like a little toss pass outside.
I love Here We Go. I love it. Here we go. I love. Here we go. I love that.
Funny. It's so funny because we have a lot of teams that we play, Dave, in Little League that the quarterback does a cadence, and to me, I listen to it. When they're on offense, I listen to their cadence. Like I'll call Jeff, and I'm like, who's my defensive coordinator, and I'll tell him like, you listen to what he's saying. He's saying like a lot of people. Let's say Dak tonight. Here we go. Go, Dave. Every time he checked out of the audible, okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. When he ran the right play and he didn't change the play, it was here we go. Every time he changed the play was okay, here we go.
See, now that you say that, I didn't notice the okay part, but okay, now that you say that.
Go back and watch it.
But the funny part was, did you see Cooper Rush did the same thing tonight? He said, here we go. I was like, Cooper's doing it too. I love it.
No, I didn't because I ran up here to get the over.
Yeah, Cooper came in when he came in the game. He heard, here we go. I was like,
but you know what? I like that. Yes, it's a different sound, Dave. When you talk, it's a different sound that people hear. They know our sounds. But I like the game flow and the verbiage with "here we go."
It's just different, Some quarterbacks have do that.
Here's the funny thing. Let's remember this night that we said "here we go." Okay, let's remember this night where it's going to be another blowout. Cooper Rush is going to get on the field. He's going to come out. Trey Lance is going to come out. Let's see if we hear "here we go" with.
Trey Lance. I was surprised Trey Lance didn't see the field today. I thought maybe he would.
I'm surprised, Dave. Yeah. I'm surprised.
But he's still taking. I did see an interview with him the other day. He said he was he's excited. He's taking reps. He's working with Dak every day. He's having fun, so it's fine.
I agree. I mean, I think he's going to be.
I mean, I know he wants to play. I get it, but he'll get his time. His time will come.
Yeah. But Dave, hey, listen, we'll be back Wednesday night, and you're right. We are going to play the San Francisco 49ers on Sunday night.
Sunday night football. Yeah, that prime time. Yeah, definitely.
Hey, the Cowboys are going to be on prime time. So, Dave, better, it's going to be a late game, of course. We'll probably be on maybe 8:30. Game's going to be over by 11:30, so probably going to be a 12 o'clock night for us on the
another late for us, right?
But hey, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, Dave, if, it's going to be late for us next week. So I'm going to tell you right now, Dave, you better get your Monkey Coat coffee ready because next Sunday night we'll be live at about midnight talking about another Cowboy hopefully win here. So guys, get your coffee out there, the evolution of flavor infused coffee. Make sure you use promo code OTBS Sports at monkeycoatcoffee.com. 3 great flavors: bourbon, chocolate chip, toasted coconut, rum, and for the regular drinkers out there, the margarine blend. K-cups, coffee, the little cold brew diffuser, travel mugs, T-shirts, regular mugs. They got it all. Make sure you use promo code OTBS Sports at monkeycoatcoffee.com. Hey, Dave, Christmas is coming up. I think you better get your favorite host out there a gift, man.
The Ultimate Game Day mugs. Check it out. A mug for any baseball fan. If you're a baseball fan, you want a mug, go to Dugout Mugs. Can't go wrong. They're definitely a great Christmas gift for you. Use the promo code OTBS Sports at dugoutmugs.com. Check us out.
Remember that 20, Dave, because they are going to give you 20%.
20, get 20%. Yes, sorry about that.
Also, Dave, sometimes, man, I really want to call 1-800-HURT-123 because I think I'm going to hit you sometimes, for forgetting certain things. But, Dave, if I ever do, please make sure
I forget a lot. I forget a lot of things. I'm sorry.
But, Dave, if it ever happens, man, I'm gonna help you out here. I'm your big brother. I am going to help you out. If I do ever get mad and I hit you, Dave, you better call my boy Jason Fine at 1-800-HURT-123. Motor vehicle, slip and fall, workman's comps. Dave, there you go, the personal injury claim. 3 convenient offices, Philadelphia, Cherry Hill, and, of course, in my neck of the woods, Cambria County, Pittsburgh, PA. You can give them a call, 1-800-HURT-123. Mention Out of the Box Sports Entertainment, 215 Boys. And guess what? If I take the case, I'm an insult consultant for Jason Fine. If you do call us and I take the case, and luckily you get me, mention it. If you take the case, you get 33 1/3% on your case. No recovery, no fee at 1-800-HURT-123. So, Dave, man, hey, listen, it's a 38-3, win here tonight. But, Dave, we're not the only thing on the network here. You know that, right?
We're not? Okay.
We are not. We have a great schedule for everybody here. We're loaded Monday through Sunday. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, the Instagrammer. We got everything. Monday through Sunday. Joystick Junkies video gaming. Tomorrow night, the Sully Squad talking all Philadelphia 4-for-4 sports. The Flyers preseason is about to start. The Phillies in a red October. The Eagles are flying at 4-0. And, guys, the Sixers, can they compete with the Celtics, who just got Drew Holiday today?
I'll tell you, those Eagles got lucky today. They were lucky today.
Also, we got the Washington Commanders, who took the Eagles to the brink to overtime.
They did. They did.
Tuesday night, 6:30. Extra innings with Dave and Joe Sullivan, getting you ready for the postseason on the road to the World Series. Ken Fry on Wednesday mornings, 10 o'clock. Oh, I don't know about the Batcave because it will be on, but you want to hear a season ramp, check it out at 10 a.m. with Ken Fry. Bougie Slave Lair will be back in 2 weeks, giving you all the best interviews in Philadelphia. College Football Frenzy will be back talking about, holy shit, what happened to Notre Dame on the last play of the game to get the touchdown? Hello, Irish. And, of course, we'll be back Wednesday night, 215 Boys, prime time. Get you ready for the Niners action. Thursdays, myself and Dan give you an NFL weekly pick'em show head-to-head. Guys, NFC East War Room. It's the best division of football. Cowboys, Giants, Eagles, Commanders. 4 hosts, 4 teams, 1 show. The old school back goes along with us and coming up. Actually, it should be on next week if I'm not mistaken. Joe and I need to talk about that, get you involved in it as well. Cowboys, Niners, what better way? It's week 5 in the NFL season here. It's happening. Atomic Drop Podcast, Fridays at 10:30. The Golden Dome Podcast, Saturdays at 11 a.m. Silver and Black, Saturday at 9 a.m. Rangers on Ice coming soon. Sixers post game 2. And Sunday, the Big Blue Power. And always every Sunday, we got you covered with the post and pregame shows for the Dallas Cowboys. So, man, Dave, I am almost lost.
I'll tell you, we are full of shows. My gosh, we're crazy.
God, Dave, listen, the funny thing is, over 18 months ago, we started this with 1 show. My God, with 1 show.
I know, and now we're what? How many shows now?
Over 500 live shows, Dave.
That's crazy. It's crazy.
It's insane. I owe it all to everybody on this network. We had a vision. We took it to another level. But the vision is never going to end because we need to take this further. We
just got to keep it going, and everything seems to be going pretty good so far.
I know it's a post-game show, but Dave, give me the final thoughts on this incredible 38-3 win tonight.
Final thoughts. Defense was outstanding tonight. They just keep showing what they're made of week after week in, week out, except for last week, but that wasn't. We'll forget about that. Mm-hmm. But other than that, Dak looked pretty good. Kept the ball, No picks tonight. That's a great thing. And our automatic Aubrey was automatic again this week. So let's keep it going. Cowboy Nation, 3-1. It's only going to get better. So enjoy.
Agree. Automatic Avery keeps his name tonight. He didn't miss one. Hey, it is what it is. We are 3-1, just like Cowboy Dave said. On to next week. We'll recap you next week on Wednesday night, getting you ready for the Niners on Wednesday night, 9:30. But my final parting words is go Cowboys. And also, if you guys look at the bottom of the screen there, you see Mr. Bill Belichick's his final words. I called him up and said, "Hey, Billy boy."
Oh, did you talk to him?
Oh, I called him, but he left me a voice message. He called me back, and I said, "Hey, Billy Belichick, what's going on, brother? This is Paul from Out of the Box Sports, them 215 boys. Sorry we beat your ass tonight, but any final thoughts? Because we always do final thoughts. Dave, that son of a bitch's final thoughts were damn, they're good, as you see at the bottom there. I had to quote him.
There you go.
So, guys,
he misses a certain number 12, that's for sure.
Yeah, he does. But, I just want to make sure his last words were, on our show, damn, they're good. So Bill Belichick's final words were, damn, they're good. They are who they are. Damn, they're good.
They are who they are. Yeah.
But, guys, hey, listen, my name is Paul Spencer. That is, of course, Dave Yarnell, the showstopper. And,
yes,
guys,
sir.
we're out of here until we'll be back Wednesday night, 9:30 prime time to get you ready for the Niners, Cowboys, Sunday Night Fest. So, hey, Dave, what do we always say before we get out of here, brother?
Go, boys, go, and it's a great win tonight.
You already know. We'll see you Wednesday night.
Later.